Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Monday, March the 3rd, 2014. This is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I'm your Monday Vlogger B. Now, this week's topic I haven't even read yet, so let me grab my iPad real quick. Oh, hang on. Let me get comfy. This week's topic is probably one of my probably one of my most favorite? No, it's probably one of my favorite topics in regards to weight loss surgery. As much as I love fitness and nutrition and all that other stuff, this is it right here. I'm talking about the NSV. Now, for those of you that don't know what that NSV is, we'll talk about it in a second. So, this week's topic, NSVs, non-scale victories. What are they? Where did you learn about them? What has been your favorite? What has been the never in your wildest dreams NSV? What NSVs happened to you this week? And why, the why. You know I love the why. Why do NSVs matter? Now, NSVs are what we call non-scale victories. Those are those things that happen off the scale. Could be anything from fitting into a certain size pair of pants, or getting into a certain outfit, or maybe getting a phone number from this really cute girl you've been looking at for a while, or maybe a guy asking you out, depending on if that's your thing or not. Lots of different things qualify as NSVs. Anything that happens off the scale, that's a non-scale victory. Now, that's what NSVs are. Where'd you learn about them? You know, it's probably, I gotta think back, but I guarantee it was probably from my friend Wendy. She was probably one of the first people I started watching on YouTube, and definitely somebody that I got really close to really quick. So if it wasn't Wendy, it had to have been Rosemary, but it was one of those two people. It was one of the first things that I really caught on to, and it stuck so solid that I honestly couldn't tell you who I heard it from, but it had to have been one of those two people. It had to have been. My favorite. There's no doubt what my favorite NSV is. Okay, I used to fly a lot with work, going to paintball tournaments, because the company that I work for flew me across the country, and tournaments are held all over the place. We did a lot of presentations at work and things like that. And I used to always be right at the edge of that seatbelt limit on the airplane, and even once I had to get the extender, and that was devastating for me. That made me want to stop flying for a while. My favorite NSV is, and it was kind of one of those things that I was really overweight and I didn't fly. I had weight loss surgery. I lost a whole lot of weight, and I was at a point where I wasn't flying anymore because I wasn't doing the presentations and things, and I wasn't teching at the time. I wasn't traveling for tournaments and stuff. So I didn't fly for almost a year. And I got on the airplane one day, and it was one of those things that I never, ever thought about. And I sat down on the plane, and I put the seatbelt on out of habit. I stretched it out all the way and buckled it, and it came down to my knees. And I was just like, whoa, hang on a second. So I tightened this thing up, and it came all the way back around to the other side. And I was just sitting there looking at my lap for like 10 minutes on the airplane. It seemed like 10 minutes anyway. And I know people were thinking that I was just like, weird. But I just sat there and looked at the seatbelt, and I almost cried right there on the airplane. I shoot back the tears, but that is the one thing that gets me every single time I get in an airplane, is just tightening that belt up and having not a couple of inches, but a couple feet of seatbelt. And I'm like, it really quantifies for me the amount of weight that I've lost, because when I pull that thing back, I look at it and it's like this much slack, and I'm like, holy shit, that was me. I used to need all that, And maybe seatbelts have gotten a little bigger on the airplane. I have no idea. I don't care. All I know is I don't have to stretch that thing out all the way and plug it in, and that's awesome to me. My never in my wildest dreams NSV, not that one doesn't qualify. It was just kind of, I think the reason that the seatbelt got me so much was that I never expected it, and it just kind of hit me, and I was like, whoa. How can I can't even explain it. Just be like, say you got something in this pocket, right? And you got a whole bunch of stuff in this arm, and you got to get your keys out. Being able to reach over here and grab the stuff out of your pocket and not have to switch arms and then reach down in here and get all this stuff out of your pocket. That's probably my second favorite NSV, and I would have never thought in a million years that I could do that in my jacket, in my pants, and anything for that matter. Just being able to reach across my body and do anything functional on the other side of my body. That's a big one for me, and that would definitely be my never in my wildest dreams NSV. This week, actually, that happened. That's one of those things, and we'll get into that when we answer the next question, why these NSVs are important. That didn't happen for the first time this week, but it happened this week, and it made me kind of stop and go, yeah, that's really cool. So that was the NSV that happened to me this week. It's only Monday, so not a whole lot of time for NSVs to take place. I'm sure by Friday that answer will change, but that's probably the first thing that happened to me this week that would qualify as a non-scale victory. And non-scale victories don't have to happen just once. They can happen all the time. Especially that thing in the airplane, man. I count that every single time I get in the airplane. I was like, yeah, this is my favorite NSV. And they can happen over and over and over again, which is why NSVs matter. It's kind of neat that rolled into that question like that. Why do they matter? Non-scale victories, man, we call these the glue that binds everything that we do. The nutrition, the stupid drinks that we drink, the working out, the tools, the rules, the support, these videos that we make, the documentation, the photographs, all that stuff is great. But the thing that makes it work, the thing that brings all of that together are these non-scale victories. These things in our lives that are not quantitative, that are not, they're tangible. They're tangible in the fact that you live them every day. And that's why I said that you don't have to accomplish a non-scale victory for the first time for it to be a non-scale victory. Every single time that I get into an airplane, I go click. Yeah, look at me. Every single time that I have to reach across my pants to get my keys out of my pocket, I think about my journey and what I've done and what I've accomplished and why staying on track is that much important. Is that important? It's the thing that makes all of this matter. It's the one thing that we can relate to one another. I talk to Wendy all the time. It's kind of funny, but that whole seatbelt in the airplane thing, she flies a lot more than I do, and she's the same way that I am. It's just every time she gets in an airplane, it's like click. Oh yeah, I got this. It's her favorite NSV too, and it's one of those things that every time it happens, you just kind of take a second and reflect and go, "Yep, I'm winning. I'm winning right now. I'm winning." And that's why NSVs matter. That's why it's so important that we take even half a second when these things occur in our daily lives and go, okay, yeah, that was really cool. And that happened because I'm busting my ass and because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. That happened because I'm winning. And that's why those non-scale victories are important. So that's it, guys. That's all I got today. Make sure you thumbs up. Don't thumbs down. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Come back and see us tomorrow for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works video. I can speak English. I really can. And come back and see me on Monday for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works vlog. Guys, have a wonderful week. Count those NSVs. Write them down and put them in the doobly-doo. And we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.